Thanks to all of these illegals coming into the country, squatting in houses is just ramping up everywhere now. And Americans are fed up and will treat squatters as trespassers. And you can thank old Joe Biden for all of this because he's still got the borders open. So the vast majority of Americans believe that squatters are trespassers and will treat them as such. So, squatters, well, what these illegals do, they look around for a vacant property or a property that's, not being occupied and they don't see anyone living there. So, they will go and take over the home. So, these residents can currently claim squatters' rights in places like New York after occupying the property just 30 days. But New York State Assembly may move to redefine squatters and trespassers. And y'all know why these laws are written as they do, because your colonizer, they are your original squatters. So they had to write the laws in a way that justified them coming, stealing the land, and occupying the places on the land. So, anyway, that's why you got jacked up laws on the books. So, anyway, back to this. So now they're doing what Florida did. They're redefining squatter laws as trespassers. So, it's a subcategory of tenants under the law. If this legislation passes, it will be easier for homeowners to remove squatters from their property. Some 71% of the voters support the plan, according to a new survey. Polls follow a spate of high profile clashes between squatters and homeowners, which has shown the light of phenomena. Well, actually, it wouldn't be like this if you didn't have all this illegal immigration going on, at the border, and these folks are piling all up in here, you know. And it's so funny, y'all. For years, they kept telling us, well, the Hispanics, they have more babies and they'll outnumber you. No, they're not having more babies. You just opened up the border to let them all in. That's a hell of a difference. They're not having dropping all them babies like y'all claiming. Y'all dragging them over the border. That's what's going on. So anyway, while a Texas homeowner slammed his local police alleging they took the side of the squatter when he tried to evict a man from his property earlier this month. And New York was among one of the most lenient states when it comes down to squatting laws in the US. But some lawmakers are now hoping to change that with a new bill introduced by New York State Senator Mario Martera. So, and it seems that the plan is widely supported across the country. This is according to a Newsweek poll. Legal expert and author Godfrey S. Korn said in an email, tightening the laws that prohibit squatting and making it more efficient to end through a legal process make logical sense to me. If the people want that, this is how democracy and lawmaking should be. Nonetheless, Korn, a professor of criminal law, Texas Tech University School of Law, sounded a note of caution. I would hope the state legislature are very direct in emphasizing the legal limits of self-help. Trespass would not allow homeowners to take the law into their own hands with deadly force, he noted. For me, the bottom line is simple. Life is always more valuable than property, even the life of a squatter or someone who trespasses. And so, as long as there is an opportunity to seek law enforcement intervention to address the unlawful presence, it is nearly impossible for me to believe a claim of urgent necessity to employ deadly force is reasonable. Right. I mean, I understand what he's saying, but the bottom line is people are tired of law enforcement too, because many of the recent stories that I have read, when law enforcement come on the scene, they will tell the homeowner there's nothing they can do, or they need to take it to civil court and try to get them out. That's the kind of stuff the police will say to people when they have a squatter in their house. So they're really not helping the situation at all. And in most cases, they don't get the squatter out of there. They'll just leave after telling the homeowner there's really nothing they can do. I mean, it's really bad. A lot of people are falsifying lease and deeds on these properties. And I mean, it's really a bad situation. Nevertheless, Korn, professor, he also said that as long as the opportunity to seek law enforcement intervention to address unlawful presence, yeah, but people have been doing that. And that's why they are now fed up, and they want something done. They want a more immediate solution to what's going on when it comes down to squatting. So they did a poll recently between April 6th and 7th and suggest that people think squatters are no more than trespassers. Some 4,000 people were questioned for a survey, and the respondents were all eligible voters in the U.S. who range in ages, genders, ethnicity, and educational levels. A total of 71% said they supported New York's bill, with 49% strongly supporting the move to treat squatters as trespassers and 22% merely supporting it, in contrast to 8% that disagree with the bill, with 5% opposing it and 3% strongly opposing it. The rest of the respondents neither opposed nor supported 15%, or did not know how they felt about the matter. The poll also questioned other things surrounding the topic of squatter occupation. Some 61% said they opposed the idea of squatters' rights in general, with just 18% of respondents supporting the concept. The remaining respondents neither supported nor opposed the concept. 15%. So, the figures vary, but it seems like the majority of the people are for treating squatters as trespassers. 66% of the people believe the current law in New York is too lenient, believe squatters should never be given rights, no matter how long they have inhabited a property. Matera told Newsweek by email on Tuesday that the polling data underscores a critical consensus among Americans, especially New Yorkers, that our current squatting laws are far too lenient and are being exploited to the detriment of homeowners and communities. Your poll and information shows overwhelmingly 71% of respondents support the move to refine squatters as trespassers rather than tenants. A clear indication that the public sentiment aligns with the aggressive stance of the bill that's being presented in New York. So, I mean, I certainly understand that. Nobody wants to be in that situation. And number two, if you didn't have, I still go back to the border. If you didn't have open borders to America, this thing probably would have still been bad in the country, but it would never have spiraled out of control like it is now. You know, it floored me when I did the article just 2 days ago, and it was saying 1,200 properties in just one big area in Atlanta are occupied by illegal squatting and homes. That is an awful lot of homes being occupied. 1,200? Oh, boy. So, y'all, I think there should be better protections in place for homeowners. And I think when someone is squatting in a house and the homeowner or people find out and report it, the response to get that person out or family or whoever's up in there should be immediate. It should be immediate. It should not be drawn out for years or months. It shouldn't be that way. Mm-mm. It should not be that way at all. And I think they should get in trouble if they falsify any documentation saying that they're leasing or putting a fake deed or anything in place. Then there should be a price to pay for that. They shouldn't just walk away and that's it. That's just my opinion. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. You see, first it was Florida, now you see New York is ready to change laws to toughen up the laws against squatters, making them be seen more as trespassers. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.